Okay. Welcome, everybody to the new moon channeled healing meditation. How is everybody feeling tonight? I know we had the eclipse this morning. It happened around quarter after 11 Eastern Standard Time. And it felt like it really kind of like opened something up. It wasn't like a smooth landing. I have to admit, it felt like it was a bit bumpy or rocky. So if you guys are feeling that kind of energy right now, trust that it's going to pass. It's going to clear. And we are going to then kind of override and get into the new moon energy, which we know is the uplifting, the gives us vitality and strength, helps us to be in alignment with our soul energy. We will get into that energy. I promise. It's just a matter of getting through this eclipse gateway that we've kind of been stuck in for the last month. So everybody just hang on. We're getting there. We still have some work to do, but we are absolutely getting there. Okay, so let me just see thumbs up. Everybody can hear me and see me okay. This is important because there's lots of you. I want to make sure that everybody, awesome. You don't have to have your camera on tonight for the event. You can completely just chill out and relax as long as you can hear my voice. That's the most important part of it all. And, okay. We have so many people that are coming in from all over the globe. I wanted to make sure that everybody, we have lots of time zones to figure out for people. So I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to come in. Okay, so we're going to do a few things tonight. And I love the way I kind of get, if you guys have ever been to any of my events or classes before, you know that I do my best to step out of the way and let spirit step in, and then I just channel. So I just channel everything that I receive. So I really don't have to do any kind of prep work other than get into alignment with my higher self and let my ego step off to the side so that I can be a clear channel to receive everything that you guys need to know. And so remember how I've been talking, if you guys are following me online, I've been talking so much about how we need to lighten the load. And it's come up in so many readings for so many clients, all this year. It's kind of been a bit of a theme about lightening the load, releasing the burden, letting go of anything that feels toxic to us, releasing anything that no longer serves a purpose. And I think sometimes what happens is that we don't get crystal clear on what that exactly means for us. And then we kind of really don't have an opportunity to be able to lighten the load or clear the energy. And so Spirit gave me this picture today to help explain what they're talking about. And so remember, as energetic beings in these dense human physical bodies, we only have so much room for energy, and everything being energy, we can only have so much. And so if we are full of emotions from the past, if we're full of old traumas, if we're full of old wounds, if we are just full of day-to-day thinking, the million things that you read on Facebook for the day, if we're full of all of that information, it really leaves very little room for us to receive energetically. And so they showed me this awesome visual. So I'm clairvoyant. So that means that I see when spirit communicates. And so they showed me a deep freeze. And so your refrigerator, and you've got the deep freeze in your refrigerator, and you've got it packed full of, food from a year ago, and you've got it, the new stuff is in there and the old stuff, and it's all on top of it, and it's all there. And you go in there to go find something that you're supposed to be cooking for the day, and you open up the freezer, and you instantly have this sense of being overwhelmed. or this sense of, oh my God, how am I going to find what I need to find in there? And you can instantly feel like the irritation, the anger, the frustration, all of that kind of come through. And it's the same thing with our physical bodies. So when we have reached the max physically for our capacity to hold energy, vibrational energy in, and then we are praying and we're asking for guidance and we're doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing, and then we're not receiving the guidance, we get incredibly frustrated, right? Everybody been there, done that? Everybody said the prayers, put out the intentions, created did all the stuff, and then still feeling the same. Nothing has shifted, nothing has changed, and you kind of feel the same vibrationally. Anybody there? Yeah, lots of people. And it's because it's as simple as not clearing, Spirit's saying right now, not clearing your shelves out enough, not clearing your stuff out enough. And so we are going to start tonight by doing an exercise together. And I told you, everybody, when they sent out the email, to have something to write with tonight, because this is important. We are going to do an exercise that I do when I do my soul guidance mentoring sessions. And so I see some faces in here. I know some of you guys have had these sessions with me before. And so you understand how they work. I'm going to give you we're going to do a snippet for tonight for so we can show and you guys can see how much energy you have, how much energy you need, where your energy needs to go, and how we can create space to receive. So when I do the soul guidance mentoring sessions, we go in, they give us a scale. So it's called a vibrational scale. And what it does is it measures our vibrational energy. And I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it in a minute. But what they then do is they then go through each section with my clients, and we get a vibrational rating or a vibrational score in each part of their lives. And the purpose of doing this is to see how high or how low you are in any particular area in your life. And so the reason they do this is because sometimes if we kind of look at everything as one big thing, so, I put into my mixing bowl, my career, my finances, my health and my wellness, my love and my relationships, I put it all into one big bowl and I stir it around. It's hard for me to be able to look in and say, okay, I can see there my health and wellness needs a little bit of support. I can see I'm putting too much energy into this relationship that's not giving me back. And so you can see how when it's kind of all mushed together, it makes it hard to pick apart and really dissect and look into and have a clear visual on it. And so what Spirit did was they dissected it for us and they put it into sections. And then they explained to us that if you're putting too much energy into one particular area of your life and you're not putting enough into another, it will create an imbalance. And so I'll give you a perfect example. There are some times where in a relationship, a friendship, a relationship, a love relationship, that it's not going well, or it's not going the way you anticipated, or it's not going the way that you want it to go. And what you do is you actually make it a priority and you put a whole bunch of energy into it and you think about it and you plan about it and you read about it and you process about it and you do all of this stuff. And then what happens is vibrationally, you've added too much energy to it and it becomes chaotic. Has anybody ever had that in a situation in their life where they really thought if they just put some more energy into it, put some more effort into it, that everything would be okay, right? And so Spirit has shown me that what happens is it just becomes overloaded with energy. And so in fact, what we need to do is we need to pull back the energy from it. And here's the thing. It will be your ego that will say to you, oh, no, if you don't take care of your business, it's going to fall apart on you. And the truth is that once things have their own momentum, once they have their own flow going, they will actually do well on their own. It's kind of like having, the plate spinning. If you just go give it a little spin every once in a while, it actually will continue to spin better on its own rather than you sitting there and constantly spinning it. And so with this massive, massive, massive energy that we have coming in right now, and it's going to take us all the way into the new year, we are going to get crystal clear on what needs our attention, where we need to put energy into, and where we can pause a bit, where we can pull back some energy a bit, and then use the energy to go to other places that needs it a little bit more. And so by doing this, what we are going to do is we're going to be able to create some space energetically, but we're also going to create some balance within our energetic beings so that when we create the intentions, when we, put out our prayers to the universe, that they actually have room to give us to receive, that there will be we will actually have space to receive the guidance, to receive the clarity, to receive the support. Who could use some guidance, clarity, and support? Everybody? Yes, absolutely. This is why I do the work that I do. Trust me, everybody needs help, and we don't always have all of the answers. Well, we have all of the answers, but we can't always see them clearly. So this is why I do the work that I do. I'm going to, because we're right in the middle of it, and I know that I will forget after, I'm going to do one quick plug. So this Thursday, which is only 3 days away, it's my last event for the year. And so it is a night of psychic readings. And so this is your opportunity to come connect with me and ask a question for spirit. And so there's a lot of interaction. There's a lot of great questions that get asked, a lot of great insight that comes up. And you can really use this as like your final, and it could be your Christmas present to yourself, but it really could be I really want to get some insight into this. Tell me what you're seeing for that. And then I will channel the information from spirit for you. Tickets are on sale now. There's not a lot of room left because we keep the group small so that everybody, most people will get a chance to connect. And you can do that on the website or through the office, which mediumjodyjones.com. Okay, that's my plug out of the way, just so that I don't forget it. Okay, guys. So we are going to go through each section. We're going to divide this into sections. I'm going to tell you what they are, and you're going to write them down. And then you're going to use your intuition. You're going to tap into your internal guidance system along with the help of your guides and your angels. So you guys know that you have a team of divine guidance that's with you all of the time. And again, their lack of communication with you is only because energetically you're not there, or energetically you're full and you're not able to receive. So we're going to do some work with them tonight to clear that space, to create that energy, to get the insights. And then we are going to go into the guided meditation that's going to shift us vibrationally. And then we will end with a few minutes of the reconnective healing sessions to send everybody on their magical way for the night. Okay, so I want you guys to write down, you're going to create these categories. I want you to write down physical body, health, and wellness. So physical body, health, and wellness. And then your second category is going to be mental health, mind, and focus. So mental health, mind, and focus. Okay, and then your next category is soul energy. And then your next category is love and family. And I see there's a couple hands up for questions. I'll save some time at the end to answer some questions, but right now we'll just go through this. So the next category is career and finance, money relationship. Okay. So now I'm going to share with you the vibrational rating that Spirit created for us to use as the gauge. And so I'm going to bring it up on the screen so that you can see it. Can everybody see that? Just let me see thumbs up. Yes, awesome. Okay. And so you can see this is, what do you think your vibrational energy is like? And so you can see it's on the scale from 0 to 10. And so obviously 0 feeling like it's the worst, 10 feeling like it's the best. And so I'll just go through and I'm just going to give you a few examples of how this applies to how you're actually feeling. And so 0 being rock bottom. So this is when you've just had it. You're ready to tap out. You're ready to wave the white flag, and you're done. The next step up from that is being overwhelmed. And so that can be really where there's like no movement in your life. Everything feels very stagnant or very stuck. This could be where you're sleeping a lot, but not sleeping well. This is where depression will come in. Takes us to number 2, which is frustrated. And it's very interesting because, you know, we are survivors. In these human vehicles, we come here to survive. We really do. We're very adaptable and we are very strong, much, much stronger than we give ourselves credit for. And so often what happens is when you've heard about people reaching their bottoms, right? So when you've reached the place of being overwhelmed, there's a little spark inside you that ignites. And it's usually through the vibration of anger that brings you to number 2, which is feeling frustrated. And so that frustrated level is where everything is still feeling pretty tough for you. Everything is feeling hard. There's probably a lot of irritation. There's probably a lot of anger. There's probably a lot of resentment happening there. Now, in next state up then is number 3, and that's the feeling of exhaustion. And that happens because anytime we have any kind of fiery energy or any kind of hard energy, like anger, resentment, bitterness, it can only last for so long because it takes a lot of energy to hold that up. And so then we reach the point of exhaustion. We just feel exhausted. And so that is a little bit different than the overwhelmed exhaustion, because what happened from this was you had the big fire, you had the fight, you had the blowout, you had all that stuff. And then now you're kind of like your balloon has been popped. There's just that deflation in your energy. It then takes us then to number 4, which is feeling anxious. And so this is, you know, where a lot of confusion can happen, because that anxious energy, that anxiety is actually energy coming in. And sometimes it's coming in to serve a purpose. Sometimes it's coming in to light a fire under our butt. Sometimes it's lighting the ignition to get us going, some motivation. And that will take us to number 4. Again, that's hard to keep that vibrational energy going for too long. And then it takes us to number 5, which is the feeling of lost. And so can you guys see how this is kind of doing this, right? It's like up and down, up and down. And so that number 5, that lost, really is that like, I have no idea what to do anymore. I give up. I have no clue how I'm supposed to fix this, where I'm supposed to go, who I'm supposed to talk to. And then that takes us to number 6, which is the neutral energy. And so this neutral energy is the best place for us to be. And I know if you looked at that list, you probably went, oh, number 10 is the best place to be. I want to be at joy and bliss. But the neutral energy is the closest energy to our soul energy. So vibrationally, our soul is very neutral. You notice that when you feel in alignment with something, you don't have any strong emotional reactions to anything, whether they be strong joy or strong sadness. It's very, very neutral. And when spirit shows me that particular vibrational energy, they show me standing on the top of a mountain and being able to oversee everything. And there's just this sense of clarity, this sense of grandness to the whole thing, and this sense of not having to fix anything or solve anything or figure anything out. It's just this sense of neutrality. And you guys have experienced this. This is often you will feel this when you do a sigh, right? The big sigh where your shoulders go down and you just feel like, okay. Then up from that is number 7, that is coping. So that is where you're getting back into alignment. You can see the story on the page. You can see the stuff that you have to do. You're now taking action. You're now getting things done. That takes us to number 8, which is then connected. And so this is really where you're feeling the fuel beneath you. You're feeling the soul connection. You're feeling the alignment. You're feeling the help from your guides and your angels. And you can feel when you tap into it, there's a force there behind you. That takes us to number 9, which is excitement. And so that comes after you've been connected for a while, because that excitement is that trust. It's that believing, it's that knowing, it's that if I pray and I meditate, then I receive insights and guidance and support. That's all happening around number 9. And then number 10, the joy and the bliss, which is where everybody thinks that they need to be all the time. If I meditate every day, if I become a vegetarian, if I do yoga 12 times a week, I will be in a constant state of joy and bliss. It's not true. It's not going to happen. Not while you are in this human vehicle. And so will we experience moments of joy and bliss? Absolutely. Absolutely. Think about when your children were born. Think about holding your puppy or your kitty for the first time. Think about magical things like that. Your vacation, swimming on the ocean, connecting to the sun. We experience moments of joy and bliss all of the time. Does it last forever? No, because nothing lasts forever. Everything is impermanent. So what we will do is, on any given day, we will go up and down this scale. We will go back and forth. And the key to all of this, though, and the reason Spirit gave us this breakdown, is so that when we are sitting at a 1 or a 2, we know it's not a time to put judgment on ourselves. We know it's not a time for us to be like, oh my God, I can't even get out of bed. What's wrong with me? They did it so that we could say, hey, I'm feeling really low vibrationally right now, but I'm going to do the best that I possibly can to get myself to a 6, to a neutral state of energy. And then I'll see where I go from there. And when we do this, when we have this kind of understanding, this knowing of how energy works, we can use it to our advantage. And so we can literally, go up and down as it's needed. You could never stay at a 10 forever because it's a lot of energy to hold that space, right? You'd probably have to go to a desert island somewhere, deserted island, and be by yourself in a bubble. Because as soon as another human being stepped into your experience, it probably would send you back down the scale. So remember that each time that you're going in and out of this, it's serving a purpose. It's giving you the awareness of where you are vibrationally. And so we're going to now go into each areas of our lives, and we're going to give ourselves a vibrational rating so that we can have an understanding of where we are and what needs work and what we can pull our energy back on. So I want you guys, first of all, I just want you to center your energy. So I want you just to close your eyes for a minute. And I want you just to begin by taking 3 slow, deep belly breaths. So closing your eyes, taking a breath in through your nose, taking it all the way down to your belly, expanding your diaphragm, letting it sit there for a moment, and then releasing it through your mouth. Your exhalation is super, super important, especially for today, because that power of your breath is going to move energy for you. Okay? So 3 slow, deep belly breaths, guys. Okay. So as we begin to do this exercise, we are going to call upon our guides and our angels to join us for this, because they are going to give you your vibrational rating. So now everybody will receive this information differently. You may see a number, you may hear a number, you may feel a number. However you receive it, it is fine. What I want you to do, as soon as you do receive it, I want you to write it down beside your categories. Okay? So the very first one we're going to do, so everybody's just going to close your eyes. Again, just take a deep breath. And we are asking about the vibrational rating for our physical body, our health, and our wellness. And Spirit will give you a number, and you're just going to write that number down. And once you have that number, let me just see. I want you just to put your fingers up. Show me whether you got a 5, a 0, a 10. Just let me see some of the hands. Okay. Good. Okay, awesome. Good. Awesome. Okay. So now everybody close your eyes again. Now remember, we are doing this information, getting it from Spirit, so we don't want to be making this up in our mind. We want to receive it. So do not receive it in your thinking mind. I want you to receive it telepathically from Spirit. So our next category then is your mental health, your mind, and your focus. So please show us the vibrational rating for our mental health, our mind, and our focus. And again, as soon as you receive your number, then write your number down. And then show me with your fingers what your number was. Awesome. I'll just give everybody a moment. I don't want to go too fast because not everybody receives it as fast. Okay, our next section is our soul energy. So again, closing your eyes, asking to see the vibrational rating for your soul energy. And when you receive your number, just write it down and then show me with your fingers. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Amber, Emily. Thank you. Okay. Our next section then is our love and our family. So this includes all relationships. So again, closing your eyes, asking to receive your vibrational rating for your love, your family, relationships. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Leah. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Darlene. Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, Amber. Thanks, Kelly. Okay. And then we are now going to do our career and finances and our money relationship. So again, closing your eyes, asking for your vibrational rating for your career and finances and your money relationship. Okay, thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Darlene. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Leah. Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, Amber. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Valerie. Thanks, Tracy. Okay. So I want everybody just to take a look at your numbers there for a minute. And I'll pull back up that screen so you could see. So just take a look at your numbers. So look at your physical body, your health, and your wellness, and see where you came up on the screen there. And then the same thing for your mental health, your mind, and your focus. And then your soul energy. And then your love and family. And then your career, your finance, and your money relationship. Okay. So who had some particularly low numbers that they kind of like shocked them a little bit, surprised them a little bit? A couple people? Okay. Who already knew that there was going to be some numbers that were lower? Yes? Okay. And so here's what I want you guys to do with this information is I want you to go into each section, and if you had a particularly low vibrational rating on it, it means that it's an area of your life that needs some more support. It needs more support, it needs more attention, it needs more energy. If there was one of the areas in here that you received a particularly high rating on, so anything up above a 6 on it, that's going okay for you. That spirit's telling you that that particular part of your life is going okay right now. We've got it. We're supporting you. We're helping you with it. It's building momentum. It's getting where it needs to be. You can take your hands off of it for a little bit. And so what you're going to do is you're going to give yourself permission to step back a little bit from those areas that you had a higher vibrational rating of, and then allow yourself to put that energy into the places that need it the most. And so who had the exact same vibrational rating for every area of their life? Anybody? No, nobody. Nobody should. There should be nobody across the board that has the same vibrational for every area of their life, because it just does not make sense energetically. If we're talking about something being 100% and we're breaking it up between those categories, you cannot have 100% on each part. And does that make sense to everybody? Giving everybody a clear idea now of being able to see. So when we talk about releasing and letting go and clearing the path of least resistance, when we talk about doing that, sometimes when if I was to pull Deb up and say, Deb, tell me, where in your life do you need to clear and release and let go? If Deb hasn't been doing a lot of work on herself, or she's not been figuring things out, it may be a bit of a struggle for her to figure this out. She still may be guessing on things. And so what the exercise that we've just done is designed to do is to show you with clarity what's working, what's not. So then you can go through each section and say, okay, what do I need to shift in this? What do I need to let go of? How can I make a change? And remember, that's called prayer. When we ask for that, when we use our words, when we are calling in our guidance systems and we are being specific about what we want, we are using prayer in the way that it's meant to be used. And then we need to incorporate meditation, because meditation creates a space for us to be able to receive. So I want you guys, this exercise that we just did is an energetic snapshot of what you are right now or how you're feeling right now. Remember, this will change. It changes all of the time. So if you really, really want to use this as a tool going forward, do this check-in every day for yourself. You see, it probably took us less than 5 minutes to do it. So literally 5 minutes invested in yourself every day of closing your eyes, tuning into your team of guides and angels and saying, give me my vibrational rating for whatever particular area that you want insights and guidance into. And then after doing that for a while, it'll really give you some clarity into where you need to put a little bit of energy and where you can take some energy away from. Sound good? Sound like a plan? Okay. Trust me, guys, this stuff really works. If you use it, it really, really works. Okay, so we're going to get in and do our meditation now. And so now that you guys are in alignment with your guides and your angels, with the universe on where you need to release, where you can take from, we've created some space. So we're going to go in and we're going to now plant some seeds to manifest. And so I want you just to get into a comfortable meditation posture. So this is spine straight. And again, you don't need to see me. So as long as you can hear me, if you want to lie down for it, that's perfectly fine. You're not going to be writing anymore, so you can put your stuff away for that. We'll just give everybody a moment to get settled, get comfortable. I want you guys to know something that's really cool that you might not have the awareness of yet. But every single time you guys come to one of these events or one of these classes or one of these workshops with me, you're establishing the connection with Source. You're reestablishing your connection with your guides and your angels, and you're fueling yourself. You're giving yourself that alignment that's much needed. Just by coming to it, what happens is your team of guides and angels are saying, look, they're ready to do the work. They're ready to accept our help. They're ready to make some changes. Let's go. And that's really how it works. So I want you guys to know that you're shifting in ways that you don't even know sometimes. And it's good to have that acknowledgement. It's good to have that knowing that you guys are actually shifting and changing. And you would not be here following somebody like me if you were not doing the work on the path with all of us. Okay, guys, so closing your eyes, let's begin by taking 3 slow, deep belly breaths. So just breathing in through your nose, taking it slowly down, releasing it out your mouth. And so I just want you to allow yourself to relax, just closing your eyes. And as you do this, your breathing becomes deeper and slower. And I just want you to separate your hands and your feet. And I want you to feel a beautiful, all-encompassing light which flows through your body with every breath you take. Now I want you to imagine yourself at the top of the most beautiful mountain. And so this is the vibrational score of that neutral, of that 6 that we talked about. This is the feeling that you're going to get when you're in that neutral zone. And after doing this meditation, you're going to recognize that feeling and be able to get into alignment with it much, much quicker. And so now just with your inner vision, you're imagining yourself at the top of this most beautiful mountain. And there's a light breeze that's playing with your hair, and the air smells fresh and clear. And as you sit there, you may become aware of the sound of water bubbling from a nearby spring. And you know that it will taste delicious. The view from here is endless. And as you look at the far horizon, you can see fields and valleys, green trees, and a beautiful blue sky that seems to go on forever. There's a soft morning mist that falls damp against your skin. And as the sun gets higher, feel the warmth enter your whole body and just let go. Feel the sunlight enter every pore, every cell, every organ, and every tissue of your lovely body. And with every breath, you may feel more and more relaxed. Now, as you take a deep breath and then release it, you may still hear the sound of my voice in the background, but you don't have to listen to the words, as your mind will hear and understand anyway. In the background, as you rest on the mountainside, you may hear birds singing, and any outside noise will simply make you slide further and further into the most deep, relaxing state you've ever been in your life. As the gentle sunlight warms your scalp, you can feel it automatically go over your face and soften it. The muscles around and behind your eyes are totally relaxed because you're ready to just be happy. The light brings with it a sense of peace, love, truth, and harmony. And you can feel the warmth enter your neck and your shoulders, releasing any negative memories which used to be stored there and which have served their purpose. Feel the light now make its way down through your arms to your fingertips, which may tingle a little as you relax even further. And as this wonderful light moves over and through your heart, your lungs, your liver and stomach, feel every cell heal and relax. The light goes through your hips to your legs, down through your knees and your calves, and into your feet, where you may feel a tingling as the sun renews every cell in your physical body with a healthy new vitality. As your awareness expands, take in the feeling of safety that this wonderful space in nature brings to you. Now find the most safe, sacred place that you have in your physical body and just take your attention to that area. Or just imagine where that would be if you needed to choose a place. Now feel the light and warmth flow into that area and imagine a swirling vortex of energy spreading outwards from the safe source. As you allow the light to expand, you may feel the energy increasing with power. You are expanding your awareness to the scene around you, to the mountaintop and sky, and you may recognize that you are a part of that light. In fact, you are that soft, safe, all-encompassing light. You can do anything. You can be anything. You can be rich, successful, and happy if you give yourself permission now. You may feel an acceleration of learning as you integrate the changes and allow yourself to preserve all the new learning that is taking place now. You may have a new perception of yourself and be surprised at your new capabilities as you awaken. Your subconscious mind is in touch with everything and everyone you need to know and ready to bring you great opportunities to have a dynamic, compelling future now. In fact, your subconscious has already experienced that wonderful future because it has the ability to observe as though seeing the future from the top of a mountain. You know that you are already different from just a few moments ago because you are far more relaxed, more aware, and more ready to integrate and accelerate all the new changes taking place. As you can notice those changes, the deep breathing, the feeling of relaxation, now's the time to recognize that your subconscious works perfectly. You realize that you can now safely release any limiting decisions or negative beliefs you once held about being happy, healthy, and wealthy. Now that you are aware of a new feeling of understanding and intelligence, you may even decide that you can preserve all learning, past and present, which serves to make you rich and happy. Every small change that you notice will reinforce the belief that the work you are doing is paying off both emotionally and financially. And as you awake, you may become aware of a deep feeling of satisfaction, a security, and a certainty that you are ready to make changes as soon as you open your eyes. Now, in the days ahead, you may be surprised to find that you are holding your head and chin up more. You seem taller somehow, more confident, as you take strong, positive steps towards your dynamic, happy future. At least twice in the next few days, you could find someone commenting on how different you look, how much happier you appear to be. It's amazing to you that all the people you know seem to like you more. You like yourself more. With every breath you take, you are discovering wonderful things about yourself. And with every discovery, you are experiencing a deeper, more profound sense of satisfaction with your life. When you open your eyes, you are fully alert, ready to complete any task. The work just seems to easily flow from you. Once completed, you will go back to bed and have the best night's sleep you've ever had. Dreaming, integrating, remembering, discovering. You will wake in the morning feeling the best you've ever felt, amazed at how easy it is to retain everything you are learning. Healthy, free, wonderfully refreshed and excited about your bright, compelling future. We're going to count backwards from 5 to 1, and as we reach the number 1, you will awaken feeling refreshed, alive, and ready to be happy. 5, happy about the permanent changes you are making now. 4, feeling good, safe, and peaceful. 3, becoming aware of your feet and legs, body and arms. 2, becoming aware of your breathing, knowing that with every breath you are becoming more alert and more aware. 1, only when you feel ready and committed to change, to grow and be happy, open your eyes, feeling great. Okay, how's everybody feeling? Thumbs up. Yay, awesome. Yay. You guys are awesome. So we have literally just programmed your subconscious mind. We've literally just set a program in place for everything that you need. And the really cool thing about doing it through hypnosis like that is that it's in there. You don't have to do anything to it. It's going to run in the background and it's going to take you to where you need to be. Who's feeling much more relaxed, much more clearer? Yes? Awesome. And please put in your comments, guys, in the chat. Leave any comments of how you're feeling or anything that you noticed or came up for you. That's awesome. And of course, after we're done here tonight, I'll put a post on the Facebook page and love to hear your comments on there as well. Please go and share with everybody what your experience was like. It's always good to let everybody know. And I love your feedbacks. I love to get it. Okay, my lovelies, we are going to wrap this up with a little bit of the reconnective healing. And then I'm going to send you guys all off in this beautiful energetic bubble of light and love. And I can't wait to hear about the dreams that you're going to have tonight and how the next few weeks are going to be for you. but trust and know, like Spirit's literally showing me that we've just kind of created this lovely globe of light and love that's kind of around everybody that's here. So again, remember, there's no such thing as a coincidence or an accident. And the fact that you are here with this group of like-minded people, like-minded souls, is a really, really good sign that you're on the right path, that you're on the right track, and that you have tons of guidance and support that you're probably not aware of, but it's there for you. Okay. So who has experienced my reconnective healing before? Hands up. A few people. Okay. So this is a healing frequency. All I'm doing is channeling. It's called the Reconnective Healing Frequency. To find out more information about it, please go to my website, go to mediumjodyjones.com. Under the services, there will be a Reconnective Healing page. Please go and read about it because it's really, really very cool. You don't have to understand how it works in order to be able to receive the healing from it, but it's a tool that I use with clients. It's one of the services that I offer. And it's pretty cool because it's not just physical stuff that we heal, it's emotional, spiritual. And the thing that I love about it is that the way it works in a group is that I don't have to have a specific focus. It's like little laser beams of light that once I start the frequency, it actually goes in and connects with each of you individually. And it's, it's like, computer technology, guys. When we try and think about computer technology, it's so massive. It's hard for us to understand, the massiveness of it. And it's kind of the same thing with the reconnective healing frequency, because when I do an individual session with clients, they do allow me to see things. So they do allow me to get visuals of what they're working on. And so when I do it with the clients, I get to give them session notes. And so they actually get all of that feedback. But of course, when I'm working on a group level, they don't let me see everybody's stuff, but they do let me feel the individual connection. So it's very cool. It'll be like all these laser beams kind of go out and they find their targets, which is really kind of cool. So really important after we do the reconnective healing session for you to drink lots and lots of water. If you can, just take it easy and kind of chill out. Again, perfect time to do your prayer, your meditation before you go to sleep tonight. So you can kind of seal everything energetically and send everything off to the universe. And I'll leave a couple of minutes for some just quick Q&As. Before we go, but everybody get really, really comfortable now because we'll start the healing frequency. You're just going to lay there with your eyes closed. Some people do like to put their hands up to the screen. You don't have to do that. The transmission will go through. There's no such thing as space or time anyway, so we essentially are all in the same space. Okay, so everybody just closing your eyes. Just begin by taking a few slow, deep belly breaths. And I'm just going to go in and start the frequency. Okay, let's begin. Okay, how is everybody feeling? Good, relaxed. Okay, so if you're awake enough to ask a question, if you have any questions, we'll do the Q&A now, and then we'll let everybody go off. So you can just, but there's a little function to put your hand up on the screen if you have a question. Let everybody come back. So how's everybody feeling? Thumbs up, good, better, lighter, connected? Yay, awesome. Okay, so let me just, lovely, you guys can put the hearts on all of that, very cool, awesome. Okay, so does anybody have a question that you want me to go in and take? Just let me see your hand up. I know everybody's feeling kind of relaxed right now, ready to relax, go to sleep. Trish is asking a question. Do you have a question, Trish? Okay, just giving me thumbs up. Awesome. Okay. Amber, do you have a question? Okay. So if you want to unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, when I was meditating, I got like sick after, like I got nauseous. Do you know why?
Yeah, so that will absolutely happen when we're releasing a lot of lower vibrational energies.
Okay.
Right? Like it's when we think about lower vibrational energies, it's kind of like the uglies in us. Right?
Okay.
And if you think about what it feels like when we're releasing, right? It feels the same way as when it came in.
Okay. Okay. That makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense.
So it's really a good sign. It really means that that was a powerful release for you. And the fact that you felt it in your physical body is likely that there's some stuff that's been there for a long time. So deep layers of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So be extra gentle and kind with yourself. Lots and lots of water. And then just take it easy and let everything kind of settle. If you have any homeopathic nux vomica, that's awesome to have. Everybody should have it. It's the best thing in the world. But they're the homeopathic pellets. And so when we're releasing these energies, these frequencies, they can make you feel nauseous. Like absolutely. And it will help. But know that you're on the right track and you're making improvements.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions, guys? I think everybody's kind of just feeling relaxed, so that's good. Make sure that I can see everybody. Okay, so I want to thank you guys all so much for being a part of this tonight. Again, magical, magical times that we are coming into. Do the homework. Continue to do the work. You now have this magical force that is reinforced with you. And every month we do the new moon healings, it's kind of like that recharge of our batteries, right? It's that reconnection that we need, which is super, super important for us to do. If you get a chance and you feel called to, then go and make a comment on the post on the Facebook page. Love to hear your comments and your feedback. And if you feel like joining me on Thursday night for the psychic readings, then by all means come. Tickets are $20, so it's very, very affordable. And they're fun. They're so much fun to do. And I am always excited to see what Spirit has to say about everybody's questions. So you have a few days to think about a really good question or an area of your life that you need some particular guidance in. Okay, guys, I want to thank you guys so, so much for being a part of this tonight and for your support and your magical energy. I'm sending you guys all huge, huge blessings with huge gratitude. Bye, everybody. We'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe, be healthy.